Sitting the UCAT can be a stressful experience. I know because I went through this last year. But there are things that I wish I knew earlier that would have made my whole preparation a lot smoother. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the key lessons that I learned from taking the UCAT last year to help you avoid the common mistakes and maximize your score. The first lesson was to identify your weak areas early. The UCAT in 2025 has 4 sections: verbal reasoning, decision making, quantitative reasoning, and situational judgment. And each one requires different skills. I think the best way to improve fast is to go through each section and find out which ones need the most work. For example, are you struggling with breaking down the logic puzzles in decision making? Or are certain quantitative reasoning questions really difficult? Once you know your weak areas, you can be more strategic with your practice. FutureDoc is fantastic in making sure that your foundation knowledge is amazing right from the start, so you have a solid base to start from. FutureDoc also have an amazing UCAT video library, so make sure that you check it out after the video to see how you can improve. The second lesson is to start with untimed practice. The UCAT can be a very overwhelming and time-pressured exam as it is, so don't make the mistake of jumping straight into time practice if you aren't ready for it yet. If you don't understand the techniques properly, doing questions under time pressure will just reinforce bad habits. So instead, start with untimed practice, because this can help you focus on accuracy and truly understanding the question styles. Once you feel more confident, then you can start introducing time conditions. The next lesson was to leave enough time for time practice. A common pitfall is not practicing enough under the real exam conditions, and trust me, the UCAT timer moves fast. Each section has strict time limits, so you need to get used to working at the UCAT speed. Here's a quick breakdown of each section. Verbal reasoning has 44 questions to answer in 22 minutes. Decision making has 35 questions to answer in 37 minutes. Quantitative reasoning has 36 questions to answer in 26 minutes. And situational judgment has 69 questions to answer in 26 minutes. So the more you practice, the more natural it becomes. So don't leave time practice until the last minute. Build it into your study plan early. This next lesson was really important to me, and it actually changed my whole outlook on the UCAT, and that is to learn to triage questions. This was a game changer for me. Not all UCAT questions are worth spending the same amount of time on, and some are designed to be really tough, and just getting stuck on these questions will waste precious time. So instead, use a triage approach. So if you find an easy question or a short passage, do these straight away. Then if you find a medium difficulty question or a medium length stem, give it a go and be strategic with your targeted read. And then if you find a really hard question or a really long stem, maybe flag, skip, and come back to it at the end if you have time. This ensures that you're picking up as many marks as possible without getting trapped on that one impossible question. So make sure that you flag, skip, and move on when you have to. The next lesson is to build up your mental math skills. In the quantitative reasoning section, the on-screen calculator can be really useful, but if you rely on it too much, you'll waste valuable time. That's why mental maths is your best friend, and working on things like simple multiplication and division, and improving your estimating skills, and just being familiar with common fractions, percentages, and ratios are really important. The faster you can do these in your head, the more time you'll have to answer those trickier questions. So they were the biggest lessons that I had from taking the UCAT last year. And if I had to sum it up into one sentence, it would be strategic, focus on your weaknesses, and practice under timed conditions. Now that I'm a FutureDoc student, I get regular one-on-ones with a UCAT tutor, so I can work on the weaker areas of my UCAT with an expert tutor. FutureDoc also have regular UCAT check-ins, so they can keep a record of how you're progressing, and if you need more help, they are always more than happy to help you build the strongest application you can for medical or dental school. And following their proven process that has consistently had a high success record means that sitting the UCAT can be a lot easier. If you found this video helpful, make sure that you check out the rest of the FutureDoc YouTube channel, Instagram and TikTok for more UCAT tips. Thank you, good luck with your UCAT prep, you've got this.